And on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And downstairs. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Outside. And now 3 balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And that is out of play. On the ground to third, Muncy. The throw to first, and Tucker is retired.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
2 down, base is empty. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. 2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And starting this one, Shota Imanaga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now, Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Just missing there, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, right side. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Tommy Edman stands in here, takes ball one low. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He'll circle the bases. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
1 out, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. There's the strike.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and Freeman is retired.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And it's fouled off.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the Cubs,
And now the
first
first baseman, Michael Busch. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Foul ball there. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Now one missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
One down, base is empty. Splits the plate, and a count now even up. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Righty delivers. And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. And that one missing low.
1 strike.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Fought off foul. Two outs. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the second, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Rip to third. Zips it across. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Shota, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Yeah, the batter now, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tucker makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
And
off
here
for the
is
Cubs,
Gage
third
Workman.
baseman, Gage Workman.
Workman getting to start at the hot corner, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. And the first
Counts 1-0.
offering is not close. That's out to center field. Edman in position. One down.
Batting ninth, catcher Miguel
And now it's
Amaya.
Miguel Amaya. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Two and oh.
Inside,
Nope, that's
just
inside.
missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. That's ball
Ball
4.
four. Thank you,
Tried
Dave.
another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right
Now
there,
batting
or for the
left
ump to
fielder,
help him out
Ian
and make a
Happ.
call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. The 0-1. On the ground to third. Dive, and he's got it. There's one.
He's out.
To first, not
Oh,
in
he's dead.
time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get an out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. Pickoff move to first,
Hey.
and he's back safely. Top of the zone for a called strike. Happ off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs, and it remains 1-0. Back here in
Leading
LA,
off for
now
the
it's the
Dodgers,
DH, Chris
designated
Taylor.
hitter, Chris Taylor.
First pitch just misses. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mookie now. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one ripped. Half makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Seiya Suzuki. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now, Michael Busch. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging a foul out of play. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 to count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Swanson digs in. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. strike two. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball, that's down.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edmonds.
Tommy Edmonds.
The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Late swing fouled off. Off the mark there, and that's ball 2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
And Freddie takes the K.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner.
Now
tell you what,
left
very
fielder,
difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
2 outs, base is empty. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs. To the right side. To first. And Hernandez is out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the top of the 5th. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Ohtani back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next pitch is downstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now
Pete
here's a
Crow
speed threat.
Armstrong.
Outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes. The Cubs hitless so far in the game. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. This one smoked out to left. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Gage Workman.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Gage Workman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Muncy pulls it down, and that'll do it. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the
off
inning.
for the
Will
Dodgers,
Smith to the plate.
catcher, Will Smith.
First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 2-1. Out to short. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
The count is full.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting,
Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Pajas.
Flied to right his first time. That one not close. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
In the air to left center. Happ sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. Back here
Leading
in
off
L.A.,
for the
top
Cubs,
6.
catcher,
Now the
Miguel
Cubs catcher,
Amaya.
Miguel Amaya. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Scott getting cranked up as well. Right side, hard hit. Rojas with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Happ, a former All-Star. 30 years old now. A former first-round pick back in 2015. One down, base is empty. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. So here's Kyle
Now
Tucker
batting,
now.
right fielder,
Has grounded
Kyle
out a
Tucker.
couple of times. Tucker, who's been an All-Star and a Gold Glover. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Move to first, and he's back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Happ leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
One ball, two strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Cubs leave one. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th. Here comes Chris Taylor.
Hitter, Chris Taylor.
Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball,
Now
just
batting,
barely
second
missed it.
baseman,
Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Rojas.
Miguel Rojas digs in now. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but...
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Dodgers.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
49.
Blake Trinan.
Well, the
Blake
best relievers
Trinan.
love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Michael Busch
Leading off
now
for
at the
Cubs,
plate.
First baseman,
3-pitch
Michael
strikeout
Busch.
last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to 3rd. No, he held up.
Ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
On the ground right side, but it kicks foul. Tap foul at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Out to short. Throws to first. And Swanson is set down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So here's Horner now. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. In there for strike 1. Swing and a bouncer out to short. And he's safe at first. That's their first hit of the ball game. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Blake Trinan departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen.
Number 66.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So 2 down, and now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Strike 2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Cubs. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Threw that fastball
0-2
right
is the
by
count.
him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. We'll see if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very
Left fielder,
frugal today.
Teoscar
Economical with the pitch count.
Hernandez.
2 down, base is empty. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that one
Nope.
upstairs, ball one.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And there's a ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And misses
Inside, ball
inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 down, nobody on. And that's a strike.
I got 3 and 2.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back to the top of the 8th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. John Birdie.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
First offering misses badly for ball one. And another ball. And that one almost got him. There's a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Swing and a ground ball. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity. And he came through for his club right there.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Bunting, but that's a foul ball.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike two.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Smith gets it to first, and there's 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And the batter now, Kyle Tucker, known for his late inning heroics. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swings through that.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
So the tying run at second. That misses. The count now 2-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Tyson Miller.
Chicago,
Just trying to keep this one
Number
close
49.
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
leading off for the Dodgers.
One-run game,
Catcher,
and up to the
Will
plate
Smith.
is Will Smith. He's grounded out a couple of times. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Porter Hodge up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. And a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Smoked on the ground a second. In time to Bush. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max
Muncy at the dish. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ripped on the ground a second. Horner over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris
Here comes Chris Taylor. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Pajes. The